mid-December analysis now for the Wings, and you got to say, so far this season, they're one of the best teams in the NHL. They've just been on an incredible run as of late, where it seems like the only way you can beat them is, once again, in a shootout. We'll touch on that in a minute, but first of all, we want to talk about all these wins that have put them at one point at the top of the East and now consistently at the top. What do you think's been the secret that's making things work so well?
Well, Pavel came back. I think that really helped them. They had a big home stretch there. They really took advantage of it. The last couple of games, like I said, they lost in a shootout. But I think that the depth of their team right now, their number 1, 2, 3 lines are all scoring goals, and their fourth lines even chipped in here and there, and they're solid defensively. So I think they're getting something from everybody.
Well, and I think the league is taking notice of that as well, that this isn't this Red Wings team that's kind of been rebuilding in a sense from the past few years. They've always had great talent, but yet you never really knew if you could count on them as being that return to glory type team. And I feel like a lot of people are opening up their eyes now that if you see Jimmy Howard on a hot streak this spring, this Red Wings team is just as likely as anybody to hoist the cup up.
Yeah, you don't want to play them anytime. When you have players like Datsuk and Zetterberg, you got a guy like Jimmy and Ned who can win games for you. And now all their young players have a year of experience. They're all scoring goals this year. Tatar's been real good, as Nyquist again. So they're getting contributions from anybody and everybody. And when they do things like that, they just have too much talent sometimes, and they're going to scare a lot of teams.
Okay, but we've got to stress on the one Achilles heel, the exact same as last year. I can't recall the numbers from last year, but it was a terrible win percentage in shootouts. They're 1-5 or 1-4-5 in their shootouts so far this year. I don't get it. They've got talented scorers. How come they can't do it when the lights are on bright?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, because their skilled guys are as skilled as anybody, and you'd think they'd be able to go in and put it in once in a while. But I think it's kind of becoming a little bit of an omen for them. It's in their heads. I know Jimmy struggled a little bit on the shootouts this year. I think that's one reason they've lost as many as they had. He's been great, and obviously great in the games, but shootouts are just a different animal, and you got to find ways to win them. And they're trying. Trust me, they don't want to lose those points. Those points come back and haunt you at the end of the year.